Hi everyone, we're going to do another Leetcode today, and in this video we're going to look at the remove duplicates from sorted array. So if you're looking at the problem, is quite complicated, but let's just look at the examples. I think it's a lot more simpler for you to understand. So basically, if you have an input and you have an array, you want to remove all the duplicates. So for instance, this is 112, you just want the 1 and 2, and it has to be in the same order. And the thing about this problem is that the lengths don't need to decrease. So if you remove an item, it's not necessary that it needs to be a smaller length. And also for the function, you need to return the number of the length of the things that is going to be checked. So because there is a custom test, so basically it's just going to test the first few items from the number that is returned. So anyway, let's just look at the solution, and I think you'll get a little bit more clarity on it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to iterate through the numbers. So you want to iterate through the numbers, and you want something that points at a particular item. So we're going to initialize an variable I, and we're going to start at 1. So we're going to say I is less than nums.length, and we're going to increment it by 1. And then in the loop, we're going to just simply check if the current number I, is not a duplicate. So it's not, does not equal to the previous one. What we're going to do is we're going to basically set the number at a particular index. So what index that is, we basically have to initialize another variable called insert index. We're going to start at 1. And then we're just going to say nums insert index equal nums I. So basically what this is doing, okay, so we also have to increment the insert index by 1. And then in the end, we just return the insert index. So basically what this is doing is we have, for example, a pointer, and it's going to point at, for the first iteration, it's going to point at the second item, and it's going to check if it is a duplicate, or if it's not a duplicate, then we're going to set that number to that duplicate, and we're going to increase the pointer. So for example, if we have something like this, 1 2 1 1, so the first iteration is going to point at this number, so it's not a duplicate, it's just going to set that at the same number, and then it's going to go increase the pointer, and it's going to go to the next item, and it's going to check, and it's still it's not a duplicate, it's going to set it again and increase the number, and it's going to point to the last one. Now this item here is a duplicate of the previous one, so what it's going to do is going to ignore it. It's going to basically say it's going to keep pointing at this this number, and if the next item is another same number, it's going to just keep pointing at this number, and then once it encounters something that's not a duplicate, then it's just basically going to set that previous number that was being pointed at to 2, and then it was going to now point it at this. So now when you go to the next number, it's going to just go through the entire array, and we're going to get, what we're going to get is basically the first few without any duplicates, and then we can just return the insert index, because that is where we want that test to check until that index. And we have a solution here, so let's just run this test case. As you can see, it's accepted. Let's submit it. and we have an accepted solution. So basically this time complexity is O of n, and space complexity really it's just O of 1. So so we come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for your notifications. If you have any questions, you can drop a comment down below, and we're going to do more of these lead codes, and I'll see you in the next video.